people are unaware of what goes on behind the scenes on the racetrack. The reason why certain drugs aren't banned from the racetrack are because a lot of people who don't work on the racetrack don't know. If people are more aware, then we all can make a difference and save more horses.
Popularity and welfare of horse racing have decreased. Early training on immature bones create bone and ligament injuries. Instead of allowing the horse to heal by itself, they are given medications so they don't feel the pain. Drugs can mask lameness and respiratory problems and lead to an injury. Trainers tend to give horses a painkiller so they won't need recovery time. When a horse has a time off, the trainer loses money. 24 horses die each week at United States racetracks. Nearly 1,000 horses were tested for steroids and 60 tested positive. Horses in claiming races have 22% greater chance of breaking down. Barbaro has a major injury, but they found out it wasn't from the starting gate where he broke through the first time. His injury had shown a previous injury that led to this huge break. In Louisiana, there have been 6 horses dead and approximately 10 horses that have been affected by clenbuterol. The FDA stated that the availability of illegal clenbuterol have increased steadily. More than 90 racetracks over the country so that overall fatal injuries have slightly decreased since 2014.
I'm going to talk to you about some racetrack drugs that would help you understand what goes on. So with Adequan, it promotes healthy cartilage. It is synthetic replacement for cartilage to combat the wear and tear of running. Diclomidane is a sedative injected in the horse's neck to calm it before injecting the stifle joints in the hind legs. Vitamin B1 is commonly administered 4 to 6 hours before a race to calm a horse. Methylprednisone is a powerful cortisone usually shot in the joints to battle arthritis and joint disease. Calcium, another intravenous injection, usually administered to keep a horse calm and composed. Bute is an anti-inflammatory used to control pain. It is injected intravenously and can contribute to gastric ulcers. Estrone is a lifetime racetrack remedy, an estrogen-based hormone used to prevent pulmonary hemorrhage while running. Fluoxetine is a very powerful anti-inflammatory that acts quicker than bute. Hyaluronic acid is a synthetic joint fluid that replaces degraded joint fluid. It improves a horse's range of motion and reduces swelling. And then Lasix, which is allowed to be in the horse's system while they race, is a diuretic that is given intramuscular and intravenous. The purpose is to treat excess swelling and is commonly used to induce pulmonary hemorrhage. Side effects are excessive urination. This drug is allowed but has to be administered 4 hours prior to the race and administered by the racetrack vet. Some drugs trainers give their horses are cocaine, Viagra, carbapenem, stimulants, and even cancer medications to make horses run faster and not feel pain, which further endangers the horse and the jockey. When a horse wants a race, it goes to the detention barn, also known as the test barn. If your horse gets first, second, or third in a grade 1, 2, or 3, it has to go to the test barn. But if it's a race that is not a stakes race, then the horses that got second or third in just a regular race do not have to go to the detention barn to get tested. When your horse tests positive for any illegal drugs, here are the penalties. First offense, 1 year to 3 year suspension and a $10,000 to $25,000 fine. Second offense, 3 to 5 year suspension and a $25,000 to $50,000 fine. Third offense, 5 year suspension to a lifetime ban and $50,000 to $100,000 fine. I had to interview Mahala West, but she did not want to be recorded, so she wanted me to record her answers for her. She said, "I don't think that horses should be able to race on other medication than Lasix. It is not fair for horses without medications to race against horses that are medications that have enhanced performance. I think that being dehydrated for a little while is better than bleeding. However, it is important to properly rehydrate the horse after the race. Trainers will use painkillers medications so that the horse will be able to run faster than its actual condition would let them. I think this is a terrible idea. Painkillers only mask the pain. They don't eliminate why he is hurting. So when a horse runs harder than he should, there will be high risk of having a breakdown." Rick Dutro, the trainer of Big Brown, admits to giving his horses Winstrol, a steroid that is illegal for equine use. Dutro was suspended for 10 years in 2011 by New York Racing Board. Jarvis, a racehorse trainer, was seen with illegal use of drugs on their horse slipping around, who broke down on the track and died. The trainer was never questioned because the security guard got fired.
Since the stewards weren't informed of Slippin' Around's death, the racetrack officials disposed of the horse's body before the necropsy was performed. Another trainer, Graham Motion, who was the trainer of Animal Kingdom, was suspended for 5 days and was fined $500. The medication he was caught first violation in his 23 year as a trainer. The medication that he was caught with was a muscle relaxant.
Ten City was a rising 2-year-old colt. He showed great potential in all of his races. The trainer didn't give him the proper rest that he needed and he broke down. Ten City must have shown that he was sore, and the trainer gave him bute to help with the pain. During his final race, when he was making his move to first place, he stumbled and was pulled up. The talented horse had a condylar fracture, and the trainer didn't think it was worth to fix, so that horse was euthanized that night. Here are some facts about horses that are injured from racing. More than 90 racetracks over the country shows that overall fatal injuries have slightly decreased since 2014. Unlike Run Happy, he has not raced since his bone bruising in December. The trainer had medicated him and kept pushing and pushing to Run Happy did not want to run anymore. And so then Run Happy got a new career and is now a stud.
So I had done a survey to see how many people knew horses were on enhanced performance drugs. I got a total of 49 responses. So 32 said yes and 17 said no. If I had done my survey differently, I would have tried and asked people who don't know, try and randomly go around the city or Keeneland to people who not really know what's going on with horses and ask them. And I was really disappointed in the survey because I thought more than 49 people would respond since I posted it through my other courses and things like that to try and get multiple responses. But I like the way 32 of the people who knew said yes, but I also got to remember that some of these people who answered actually knew about horses and knew that there are racehorse drugs. And so, yeah, if I had more time, I would just go around maybe my church or somewhere else to try and find more people who don't know. But for 49 responses, I figure this is pretty okay. A possible solution is the only way of preventing illegal drug use is the technology and blood tests that will show the medication in the horse's system. The reason that some illegal drugs aren't seen on tests is because the medication isn't on the list of things being tested. With improving the technology and testing system, I think it will become easier to test for a broader range of illegal substances. However, people are crazy and will try anything to win, so there might never be an all-encompassing solution to this problem. But at least we can try and put a stop and try to save a lot of these horses who are breaking down on the track because of illegal substances.